There we are. There should be a bookbinder here that could help us. What's this? The never sleeping docks of Water Lane, right below here. Oh, what's this? A statue of Earth among the toil of his workers. Okay. You approach the shrine. Oh, okay, this is a very small shrine, but sure, why not? Right. I should have inflict wounds in case we stumble into combat. We'll have cure wounds. Maybe prayer of healing, just in case. Then charm person could be useful. And speak with animals? Sure. That works. Okay. Now let's see. These guys aren't interactable, that's fine. The barrels aren't either. Okay. The people here. A cleric, huh? Bad news. Maybe. Yeah, kinda. Okay. Let's take a look around. Do we find the bookbinder somewhere? This house isn't interactable. FT. Oh, and a trash can. This bin is making a sound, a strange sound. How strange? Let's engage. Refaros with Maltedic with... The voice is from a primal spirit. Open it. Open the trash can. As you lift it aside, you immediately see something moving in the pile of shredded documents and old scraps of food. A pair of legs. Seamoth. Suddenly, jumping out of the pile with a poof of moldy dust, it's a pine cone. A pine cone with limbs. Arver Melon Heron. One of your little friends. It hands you some leaves while doing a strange, seemingly improvisational dance upon the trash. Okay, I don't have comprehend languages on right now. I can cast Druidcraft though. Before you're able to do anything about it, the little creature poofs away. Don't breathe it in. Mold is, as your research has shown, bad for you. One of nature's essential workers. A blessing to meet it in the wild. As it fades, you see only trash. I've heard about those things, never seen them though. What do you know about them? Just what I read in the paper, and what Nessan goes on about. They're called Vatar or something. The Lamplighters Guild has a public spat with them. Had a public spat with them a couple of months back. He points to the lamps behind you. Apparently, they messed with the everlasting lights. So not so everlasting then. Guess it's a PR name. I get why they were mad, but I think they solved everything once the PCG got involved. And like I'm sure you're aware, they're all over the garden too. Anyhow, they clearly seem to like you. Let's keep it that way. Just walk away. Okay. Now this is the Ascani Reeds Trading Company with that signature Three Strider logo. Okay. And the bookbinder should be next to it, I think, right? Behold. This door looks promising. You stand before a damp door on a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with the perpetual moist of Water Lane. A layer of river mud and algae. You know someone there? No? Then why are you standing here? Knock on the door? You rap your knuckles against the wood. A solid, rhythmic knock. I'll wait. A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stare up at you. It's a neuron. Qu'est-ce? Sorry, French. I'm absolutely awful at pronouncing. Qu'est-ce que c'est, right? That's that psycho killer thing, yeah. What is it? He blinks slowly. A translucent membrane flicks across his eyes. I am busy. Très occupé. I have some questions. Oh? Wait. He squints at you, at your uniform. Are you a, how do you say, le clerc? I am the cleric, yes? Ah, bon. He nods respectfully. At least you are not from the tithe house. The Anuran peeks his head out behind the door. Tu veux quoi? What is your name? I'm Guillaume de Crete. What does it mean? Nothing. You need to nothing you need to concern yourself with. Why do you ask if I'm a cleric? Because you smell of incense and self-righteousness. C'est évident. Imbecile. Rude. What do you do here? I live here. Je vis ici. Is that a crime now? In this maudite city? He seems very defensive. Nice house? No, it is, as you say, shit. Temporary, until I take the next ship home. He gestures vaguely to the port. Okay, let's try it. My rolls. No, I don't want to do that. Look, buddy, hand over some goods. The Anuran's eye narrows. Pardon? You beg at my door? Espèce de cochon? Sorry? Is that all you wanted, to bother and beg? Come on, we should be able to roll a 9 on a die at some point, right? It should be possible to not roll... There we go, to not roll complete ass. Thank you very much. Just smile, the kind of smile that opens wallets. Oh, and kiss his ass hard. My good sir, surely a gentleman of your stature supports the arts or the holy cause? Ah, flatterie. He sighs, his throat pouch inflating slightly. Told you. You are charming. C'est... look, you can read it, okay? I don't know how to pronounce that in any way, shape or form. He reaches for something on the other side of the door. Take this, now au revoir. He shoves a fancy bottle towards you. The door slams shut before you can say thank you or anything. Okay. It's a pinkish liquid. The pinkish liquid inside swirls around. Concentrated rhubarb ale. Interesting. Lovely. This'll make things much smoother. So you really just went, knocked on some stranger's door? Look, I'm not gonna knock on your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done by 6 months after the election. And you didn't even ask about the tea shop. You're right. Let's just focus. The goblin closes his eyes in a short, silent contemplation. He then says, maybe stick to le point d'interest, okay? That's funny, I like that. Leave. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the pink drink. Grants a minor charisma increase for a week. We could use that. An Ascani Classic contains a fizzy drink that tastes just like ale, with none of the downsides, so it's actually okay for you to drink this, since it's non-alcoholic. Is it? Okay, by 1. So do I have something that decreases my charisma by 1? Oh, -2 charisma on the helmet. That's a bit unfortunate. Intelligence +1, so that would fall by another point if I lose it. Constitution would also fall by another point if I lose it. Do I have something else that increases my charisma? It's con. That's minus charisma, that's not optimal. What else do we have? No. We don't have a lot, huh? This is wisdom and charisma. It would drop my int, but would increase my charisma. This is just dex. This is +2 charisma, -2 dex. I don't really want to drop my dex. I can drop my dex by 1 if I had something. No, this would drop it by 2. And the bow, +1 dex, +1 con. Don't want to drop my con. Annoying. Okay. Well, I should still kind of make it worth it somehow. What's this? That's plus dex minus strength. Also not good. Int and wisdom instead of dex and con. Nah, I mean, all that doesn't seem too helpful. This stone, I suppose I could replace something with. I guess the watch. No, wait. Advantage in esoteric situations. I'll equip this for now. Now my charisma is at least neutral. And, you know, I can replace some things if I need to. There's a question mark. Stairs down to the bustling docks. Okay. Torna, the first of the river guilds. Is this the Reed and Mead? Okay. Let's take a look at that. It says S. Yellan and Sons. I think that was the bookshop, yes. We need your vote. Democratic propaganda. What does this say? Street sign. It says upper W view, lower W docks. Okay. Behold the door. There's a slot in the door here. Engage. You approach the door. Bookbinder, you got business here? Of course, I have a deep love for books, Snell. That's fun, didn't expect that, considering everything. I'm not a big reader myself, but I indulge occasionally. He sounds surprised. That's rude, very rude. What did you think? What did you think I don't like books? I'm a professional and highly esoterically minded cleric. Of course I love books. Be offended? What kind of wizard would dislike books? You can read, I'm not gonna say that. Druids sometimes read books if they're rough looking enough. Or is it rude to read on the corpse of a tree? Rogue. I don't want to be offended. Thank you, Strength, for messing things up. I'll just say rogue and move on. What? Rogue. I'm sorry, rogue. I'm a rogue. I didn't ask. Well, maybe we shouldn't just stand here talking in front of a shop. Are you knocking or are we leaving? Let's knock on the door. Within seconds of the knock, the slit on the door slides open. Beyond, you see a pair of large yellow eyes glaring at you. Hey-yo. Bird. Is this pest control? No. Oh. The eyes push closer to the slit in the door. As they do, a bush of grey feathers pokes out. A cleric? Yeah. The birdman behind the door ruffles his feathers. Shen Yellan is my name. If you are not pest control, we need nothing from you. Please leave. I have a ruined prayer book. Can you fix it? Prayer book, yes. I've seen quite a few. Drop inside. I will take check a look. Drop it in. Yes, horrible. Salt water. Left swollen. You could have avoided the worst of this if the drying process had been handled better. I will rebind this foul mess for you. How much will it cost? We will see. It depends on the process. I will need guidance on the direction of the rebinding. The spells inside are lost. However, the style and formatting can be saved. Using my skills, I can aim at something from the towers, which would be most similar to the original work. I could also focus on rebinding it in the style of a druidic ledger, or perhaps a grimoire of dark and forbidden arts. Okay, let's see. Oh, we get an upgrade. Okay. So we can get an intelligence, a wisdom, or a charisma upgrade. Maybe the intelligence upgrade might be good, just to kind of salvage that stat. Yeah, just original intentions, thank you. That I will do. Return tomorrow, not while the sun rises. I am either resting or working intently during those hours. Anything else you want, or will you leave me now? Are you a scholar? Oh. You are interested in the arts? It's kind of my job, yeah. I'd love to hear more about you. An Alkin in Norwich is not so common. If you have anything to share, let's hear it. It's kind of my job, yeah. I was trained in the knowledge back in 3 Wings. I know many things. 3 Wings, the name of the birdfolk tribes which ruled far inland in Divini Torum. They unified 57 years ago and created a sovereignty based on Asgalian ideas. They were subjugated by the Golden Horde 32 years ago. But no time to talk or share. Busy. If you want scholarly teachings, go speak with my upstairs neighbor. That gnome never stops talking. Who? Just go upstairs. His door is always open. Why do you need help from pest control guilds? Rats. Oh. They are awful. Keep spawning out of the sewer pipes. Yeah, the PCG should really take care of that. Yes. He lets out an angry bird noise. But that bastard guild leader, Torlim Slip, keeps telling me they don't have time. No time? They have 12 teams running around the city. No time? I have heard the big problem is that they cannot get anyone to do pest control missions at 1-star levels. 1 star? Yeah, they've got a whole ranking system. The halfways, we haven't relied on the PCG for years. They just don't have time for anything on the 2-star danger rankings. It is very annoying. I have looked into it, and the problem is the pest control teams that join the guild only take on 1-star missions for a couple of weeks. Then they quickly start focusing only on the higher paying tasks, and all the actual normal pests keep on spreading throughout the city. It's a ridiculously idiotic system. So while all the mimics and monsters keep getting slayed, nothing is done about these darn rats. Your scarf nudges up against your left ear and whispers, Meek think people in not dungeon dislike Mimic. Meek kind of gets it, but still is not fun to hear. Entirely due to being a public thing, of course. Had it been privatized from the start, the bird takes a few breaths after his rant. Worst part, my nephew has a team himself, the White Doves they're called. And I've tried sending message to him also, but he just says the same thing. Too busy, too busy. Okay, I could join the pest control guild. I don't think we have time for that. Tell me more about your nephew. I could take a look at it. It does kind of sound like a quest. Well, good luck with that. I could take a look at that. It does kind of sound like a quest. If you do, I would be very happy. The rats seem to come from the sewers connected to the city below. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay, let's take a look at the questing tree. Yeah, more and more getting filled out. What was the newest one? Oh, that's completed. Okay, you must find him. Yes, we found him. We just need to learn the spell from him at some point, and I assume that's gonna become easier. You found the spell. You found the Bookbinder on Waterlane View. He'll fix your prayer book, but you'll have to pay 250 crowns for the job, and it'll take him till the next morning, or rather afternoon. Since he's an owl, they seem to be nocturnal, or maybe maybe it's a Bookbinder thing. Don't be judgmental. Okay, I'll wait. Right. A dwarf named Axel is looking for a legendary lost mine. Yes. Somewhere in the southwest tunnel. But where is Axel? That's my question. I need to find the guy at some point. I just don't know where he is at the moment. This goes where? This goes to Pillar Crossing. Okay. And this is not interactable. Let's go up the stairs, see what's going on there. Free trade. Oh, there's the griffin. Careful, not too close. We might not want to mess with it right now. We can take a look. Beware those fangs and the rest too. What's this? One of many Free Strider compounds in the city. I might end up being persona non grata there because of the interaction with the orc lady. That didn't, end too amicably because I kind of sided with the Asgalists. Deep groaning, the bell of Waterlane. Okay. What do we have here? No one can dismiss the dwarves' architectural genius. Excluding the anti-magic messaging, Free Striderism comes with great branding. Free trade, democracy, prosperity, no to magic. Okay. And this is the... Oh, there's also something up there. What is this? Behold. Authors of Snurry Appledent, PN. Okay. Whoever that may be. Let's enter. And let's see. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, that guy shows up in the main menu sometimes. I think he's the guy giving advice on what to do next. Children's drawings on the wall. Scholarly commendation of the something. Almost dead, but not yet. Oh, the plant, yeah. What's going on here? Something at the bottom. Coins. Should we? It's 20 coins. We do kind of need that. Collection of books. Political mostly. Let's engage. You see a collection of books from the philosophy canon, none of which you are really able to understand. Next to them, a line of famous political books. Asgali's Theory, Hedonists, The Dark Book of Shadows, Alexandro, many more. No Free Strider work. Disappointing. This scholar has good taste. Okay. Okay, so, Asgali's Theory, Hedonists, Dark Book of Shadows, Alexandro. And also Nicholas Darrow. Alexandro was the fascist, right? Let's take a look at A Blind Manifesto by Hedonists. The book. The book. Always listen to your hungry stomach. It says with big ugly letters on the first page. You should listen to the book and the stomach. This crazy old text. Same as always, the book begins with a tirade about property ownership. Then on the 5th page, you find a diagram showing how to ritualistically summon a demon. It's incorrect, however, on purpose supposedly. The purpose is metaphoric criticism of authoritarian governments. The rest is a series of extreme essays on the topics of hedonism, rejection of statehood, free association, maximizing sensation, direct democracy, and reciprocal exchange. It paints an image of an ideal world where all can live without strife simply through the cooperation and love of all things. A lovely image, communally loving. It is the thing that makes you feel good. The text of truth. Look at the chapter on free love. You flip to pages 52. You flip to pages 52. You remember it well. It has pictures, tiny scribblings, something akin to stick figures, positioned in various and wrapped unities. You remember the words well. The guide on how to make ultimate sensation of flesh. Kinda hot in a sad way. Let's put the book away. Okay, I'm just looking at the clock right now to see how much time I have today. The book of The Dark Book of Shadows by the Shadow Lord. You pick up the black-covered tome. A faint tingle goes through your gloved hand. That's the most evil book I've ever seen. How'd they even get the cover to be that black? It's like a void. A memory lingers in this tome. You open it, you shall recall. Okay, open it despite its evil nature. The text is not dangerous. The pages show but a holy scripture of the Shadow Lord's lost religion, one of eternal servitude and the search for life and death. Shadow Lord. An early walking god of the divine era, known as his Legion of Death Knights and the grasp they held over Old Diminor for close to a century. His city, Savalny, still stands today and is where the remaining shadow clerics gather. However, you remember it well. This was the first book you were ordered to study as punishment for your idiotic behavior at the towers. You remember, your first journey towards the Esoteric. Come on now. Come on, my rolls, please. Close one. How liberating it was to know beyond any doubt how much greatness hid within your mind. Blurred faces, hushed whispers, a crowd of thoughtful peers, snickering about each snickering about your hand, a raised hand among a crowd of sheep. Patriarch, it's not just a religious text. They stare at you. It's a spell book. Those were the words. Oh, how they laughed. He asked you to prove yourself, so you did. I went up to the Patriarch. I took the Book of Shadow. Yes. Then yes. Memorize, detect, alignment. You memorized it on the spot. Then you cast that ancient spell, once used by the Death Knights of the Shadow Lord to subjugate and control the minds of his people. A spell that is, despite its first level, not learned by most clerics until they grasp the intricacies of higher tier casting. Everyone was left stunned by your excellence. To not only master such a spell, but to do it in seconds instead of days. That moment, it was yours. From that moment, you marked your place at the towers as the greatest spellcaster, the greatest talent among them all. However, as always, the weak fear the strong. That moment also began your ostracization. You would never be among them, never have peers. None would see you in any way as a brother or comrade. I would be a leader, I would be an enemy, I would be an obstacle, I would be their end. I don't want to go that dark with it. I would be an obstacle? You are. And you shall continue to be. Gasp for air. Your vision is blurry. It is filled by the pages of that book. Close the book. Okay, that's cool. What does that do exactly? Detect alignment. First level divination, casting time 1 action. Category divine. Range self, components, verbal and somatic. Duration instantaneous. For an instant, any creature of the type aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead will be clearly indicated to you. Additionally, any behold check will reveal the creature's alignment in accordance to Jaw's strings. The spell affects all creatures in the current area. Okay, so that probably would have helped with figuring out what Viscan is. I don't know, maybe it's gonna help with the Demilich as well. But I suppose we'll see. But the rest of the books, and talking to this fella here, that's going to have to wait a bit because I have to edit all the episodes down. The first one of this, recording session has to go up today, so I don't have that much more time. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.